The story I'm about to tell is a series of blurry memories from when I was a little kid. We lived in our old house. My brother and I spent most of our time in the basement, where our dad kept a hockey table, a pool table, and video games. We usually played on a Super Nintendo system. But at some point, I don't remember exactly when, my brother and I started hearing strange noises coming from the boiler and laundry room. The first time it happened, we were playing a racing game on the Super Nintendo. Suddenly, we both heard the sound of the dryer door slamming shut. We called out for our mom, thinking maybe she had been in there without us realizing. But the room was dark and empty. When we saw no one was there, we both ran upstairs, screaming for our parents. They came down to check, but no one was in the laundry room. Months later, another strange thing happened. I was awake late one night for some reason. As I walked to the kitchen, passing the basement door, I heard the TV downstairs turn on. It was one of those big old box TVs, and it made that distinct click sound as it powered up. I called for my mom, dad, and my brother. No one answered. I went to my parents' room to tell them, but they were both upset that I had woken them up. My dad went downstairs to turn off the TV. When he came back, he told me it was just a glitchy TV. There were other small strange things after that, but I'll skip ahead to the last and worst incident. It was a few days before we were moving to our new house. Almost everything was already shipped out, but our parents let us keep the TV and video games in the basement for the last few days. My brother and I were playing again when something hit me on the back of the head. At first, I thought it was my brother. Then, I saw a red ball bouncing on the floor behind the couch. Right after that, the door to the boiler room slowly shut by itself. My brother and I looked at each other, terrified, and ran upstairs screaming. Our parents went down to check. When they came back up, they were strangely silent. They told us to go to our rooms and stay there. Later, a police car showed up. We weren't allowed out of our rooms, and our parents wouldn't tell us what happened until after we moved. Apparently, my dad tried to open the boiler room door, but something was holding it shut, or maybe even pulling it shut. It was so long ago, but I could still sense the fear in my dad's voice when he later explained it. I don't believe in ghosts, but to this day, I still don't know what was going on in that basement.